is, there's nothing so depressing as boundless optimism. Actually, I guess it was more like, there is nothing so depressing as boundless optimism. Though some people may see it this way, I personally think the word depressing is a bit off. The word rare seems to be a much more fitting term when it comes to school. Even in kindergarten, there are worries rushing through a child's head before their first day of school. Kindergarten. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Don't make me go. What if everyone's mean? Or what if the teacher doesn't like me? Or what if I cry? Sometimes I cry. What if everyone can read better than me? Or what if my mom or dad forget to pick me up? And is it weird to still like Barney? Of course, that scary first day of school ends, and we realize that we do make friends. The teachers aren't really that mean. Everyone reads at their own pace. Mommy or Daddy would never forget to pick up their little prince or princess from school. And liking Barney, still acceptable. We spend the next 6 years of our lives with the same group of people, growing up together, playing at recess together, and getting in trouble together. But we all know school isn't over after the 5th grade. It's time for that awkward stage in our lives. And being awkward never makes being optimistic any easier. Nonetheless, it's time for middle school. Middle school. And I was like, baby, 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 oh, like baby, 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 no. Oh my gosh. Today, I'm gonna be in the 6th grade. This year's gonna be all about boys and lockers and talking to cute boys and dances. But even better, dancing with boys. Well, and there's homework. I really hope the homework isn't too hard. What if my friends find new, better friends? And does this make me look fat? I hope my braces don't make me look geeky. Ew. Is that a piece of spinach? What? There's only a 10-minute recess? This is gonna be horrible. But alas, once again, despite our nervousness and anxiety, we realize middle school really isn't that bad. Yes, the homework is harder, but what do we expect? They can't give us word searches and accelerated reading assignments forever. Though, it's always a nice treat when we do get a word search as homework. Thanks, Miss Weber. And just because we all move on to a bigger school with more students doesn't mean we'll lose friends. Of course, we've all experienced some changes in our friend groups, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Part of growing up is learning to be open and trying new things. Plus, some of the friends we made in middle school are still our best friends today. Oh, and yes, we all have fashion mishaps and embarrassing moments, like having our spinach in our teeth after lunch, or having our skirt tucked into our underwear at a middle school band concert. Now that's embarrassing. But these are the kind of things that make middle school middle school. Those awkward moments you wish you could erase at the time, but now make some pretty funny stories. And even though we don't know it at the time, middle school is preparing us for something better. Some of the best years of our lives. It's time for high school. But when it's the end of summer and time to start at yet another new and much larger school, with a bunch of new and much taller people, optimism isn't always what we feel. High school. city. Got my glass and out the door, I'm gonna hit the city. Well, Napoleon High School. Finally, only 4 years left. 4 freaking awesome years. More privileges, more parties, more boyfriends, and finally, I can get my driver's license, which is pretty much my ticket to freedom. Well, and there's more homework, and more papers, and more projects. But I'll have later nights to work on more papers, more homework, and more projects. But I'll hang out with my friends on the weekends, if we're still friends, if I still fit in with them. But what if I don't? What if I have to be friends with the band geeks? And peer pressure? Does that really happen? Like drinking, drugs, sex? Well, I'll make the right decisions. But what if I don't? Oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I'm never gonna make it through all of this. Well, we did. We made it through 4 long years of high school. Over the years, we learned to manage our time, stay organized, and make sure all our homework is ready to turn in on time. Okay, some of us learned that. The rest of us learned the wonderful art of procrastination. Whether it came to doing homework 2 minutes before the bell rang, studying for a test in the class period before, or finishing a commencement speech the day it had to be approved. We've all done it. But that's not all we've learned in the past 4 years. We eventually learned that it's not about fitting in with a group, but finding a group that fits us. No one should have to try to be something they're not when they're with their friends. Real friends accept you for who you are, no matter how weird that may be. We learned that drama in high school is inevitable, but it's best to try to steer clear of it at all costs. We learned that even though middle school is over, embarrassing moments still happen, and we have to learn to laugh at ourselves. We've learned that no matter how old we are, none of us seem to be as tall as the seniors on our first day of freshman year. Well, except for the Gherkins. We learn that stuff happens. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad, but it happens for a reason. Life may not always go according to your original plan, but things rarely do. Going back to the Wizard of Oz, I'm sure Dorothy never planned to venture off to Oz, but sometimes you need to take a detour in life to end up where you were meant to be. And if there's one thing that we all learned this year, it's that time really does fly, especially during senior year. Homecoming, football season, the snake dance, pep rallies, spirit weeks, playing Super Smash Brothers in the senior lounge, the spring musical, prom, the senior cookout. Everything has come and gone. Today is our graduation day. We are officially done with high school. It was an experience, to say the least, but we aren't done yet. We've got our whole lives ahead of us. This is just the beginning. Some of us are going on to college, some into the workforce, and some into the service. But no matter where we go in life, together we will always make up Napoleon High School's graduating class of 2011. With the support of our parents, our families, and our teachers, we made it to this point. Now it's our turn to show them what we can do with our lives. It's time to reach for the stars. But remember, don't forget where you came from, because there's no place like Napoleon, Ohio. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Thank you.